My husband and I are listen, our 11-year-old is so like brilliant when it comes to technology, mathematics, but primarily technology. But a lot of people, they don't take me seriously when I say that, especially in real life, because my son, he's autistic and like in some areas, he's not at what you would consider like an age appropriate level. For instance, my son could code, like code on the computer before he could like cover himself with a blanket. I remember one time when my son was like 5 years old, he went to like an intake at public school. They had to do an assessment or whatever, and they had blocks like 1 to 10 or something like that. And I told the lady, I'm like, you're gonna need more blocks. My kid can multiply 3-digit numbers. And she's like, well, this is protocol, we gotta do it this way. And I'll never forget, I saw her running back like through the hallway. She's like, I need to get more. But anyways, the reason I say that we're screwed, and I knew that this was coming, is because he outsmarted me with technology years ago, but he's just too brilliant. So my son, like I said, he's only 11, so he's not allowed to have like a lot of social media, but he does have some of it, and I check it every day. I make sure like communication is appropriate, like he's not posting anything crazy. Well, yesterday he ended up getting banned from a website, which always happens. He's always getting banned, warnings, etc. So I confiscated like his tablet and stuff, and I started investigating because I wanted to see why he got banned. And I came across this URL in his notes app. But it was a weird URL. It was so weird. It was like HTTPS, like two in a row. I'm like, oh, that's not even a website. I didn't even think anything of it. But I came back to it later, and I noticed my husband's name at the very end, like his full name. I thought, that's peculiar. So for shits, I just clicked on it. And it went to this was like a developed website, and it looked like, sort of like a graphic design portfolio. Now, my husband is in school for graphic design, so I know there is another graphic designer with his exact name out there, and we know that because when my husband was, like, looking to brand and everything, like, he knew not to use his name because of that. So I'm like, oh my god, that's so cool. He found this guy's portfolio and everything. He probably saved it because it reminded him of you. But then I started scrolling, and I noticed, like, a bunch of shows that my kid watches. A lot of animations, okay? And my son, he calls himself an animator. So, I was investigating a little more. My son made the website. You don't understand. This was a developed website. This wasn't like, Tumblr or something. This was a developed he had a blog section that he updated. But I'm like, wait a minute. How did he develop a website? Because for one, you need, like, accounts with things to, like, make websites and shit, you know what I mean? And I'm very strict on, like, what accounts I allow him to have. Everything has parental controls, but those are a joke. He literally can memorize keystrokes, like with phones, and this has been going on for like, 5 years. He has found out my phone password, my husband's, and both of my parents, because he watches people, like, where their, like, finger goes when they enter their password, and he memorizes it, and he can get in. But anyways, I start going through his iPad like hardcore, right? He had all my passwords saved. And I know that it wasn't like he somehow, like, got into my iCloud or anything, no. Because some of them were wrong. Like, some of them he'd get wrong by, like, one letter. Because he memorized my keystrokes. When I'm on my computer, my desktop, he was memorizing my keystrokes. Oh my god. It's so hard because, like, that's his passion. Like coding, like, technology, it's his passion. And I know a lot of parents out there will be like, well, just take it all away. Just take it away. I have people say that to me, like, in real life all the time. But I can't because that's his passion. Like, my passion is birds, and if someone was like, I'm confiscating your birds until you act right, I'd be devastated. But it is gonna be a freaking trip, like, learning how to navigate this, because, oh my god, he is so smart. Oh, you just, let this be a lesson, don't underestimate. Especially because my son wants you to underestimate him. He is counting on it, he's betting on it. He loves when people underestimate him, because then he doesn't have to do anything. Just remember this, I guess. I don't know. Oh my god. God bless us, literally. It's gonna be a rough one.